Hello and welcome back everybody. Hey, it's XIV here with more of Ghostbusters, the video game remastered on PS4. Well, last time we finally got to the end of Shandor's castle, defeated some black slime ghosts, crawlers, and monsters, and defeated I believe it's a Slore? Or something of that nature. Which had been the thing that was guarding whatever was starting this whole problem with the Mandelas. Or at least that's what I believe was happening. Yes, a prison juvenile lore. And we got back to the office and realized we'd been ransacked. And we're gonna go over to Central Park because that seems to be where everything's culminating. Well, back to the video.
Oh, hi. Really? Mm-hmm. I told him that if they start evacuating Manhattan that I don't plan on coming in on Monday, and he says, I've already used all my floating holidays this year, right? I tell him, Dr. Venkman, catastrophic exodus of the city doesn't count as a floating holiday. No, it doesn't. I looked it up. So he hands me the employee handbook and tells me to look again, and that what is and isn't covered is very clearly defined. What? Yeah, it was in there. In his handwriting. In pencil. He wrote it in when he asked me to get his coffee. Anyway, I can take a half day on Monday if they evacuate the city. All right. Goodbye.
You have 8 new messages.
Sufficient. Don't you aspire to more?
You have 7 new messages.
Hello? Who am I calling? Who am I going to call? Am I calling to you? Ghostbusters, oh yes!
You have 6 new messages.
Ghostbusters, we're having what you most likely call a disturbance. You guys feel like stopping by when you got a minute? You know, whenever it's convenient.
You have 5 new messages.
I don't know from no ghosts, but let me tell you this. Getting the slimes on the train to work is a drag. What gets it out? Soda?
You have 4 new messages.
Yeah, man, so have you ever stopped to think, really think about how the ghosts feel all cramped up inside those little boxes of yours? That could be somebody's grandma in there, you know? It's not right. That kind of cruelty is a drag. Have a nice day, oppressors.
You have 3 new messages.
Hey, this is Stacy from the band Cool Hot, but not too hot. Big tour coming up. We were wondering if you guys do any stage lighting.
You have 2 new messages.
What's going on, Peter? Who's that girl I saw you with on the news? Oh, tramp. You told me you don't like brunettes. In fact, you told me you actually can't see them. That your eyes don't register on the brunette wavelength spectrum. Is that even possible?
You have 1 new messages.
Sergeant Glauman down at Harbor Patrol. Okay, so there wasn't an island in the Hudson. Then there was, then there wasn't. So guess who I'm calling first?
The end is near. Don't you know me? I am Prince Vico von Homburg-Deutschendorf. I loathe you from the darkest spume of my craven boiling bowels.
Guys, we have to bring it along. Well, it's like Slimer and the real Ghostbusters. We just have to give it a pack. I don't know how it's gonna hold the proton wad, but it'll find a way.
Just once. I wouldn't mind running with these other fools away from the trouble.
Where's the fun in that?
Any guesses on where we'll find Peck and Alyssa?
I suspect that we're going to need the Super Slammer up there. No telling how powerful Peck has grown.
That means we gotta take the Ecto-1. I'll drive.
Maybe the trainee should drive. Nah.
Thanks.
Scratch the mission idea.
Any ideas? Junior's pretty spry, even with that 100 pounds of proton accelerator.
Ow! That was ow there.
Make your way around to the other side and open this gate for us.
Wow. Look at the storm system building above that tower.
Remember the last time we saw that kind of atmospheric disturbance?
That's right. At Dana Barrett's building, the night she turned into a dog.
Whistling Bustamash. Circa 1734, Frederick Denamash was a damned sneak and was always up to something. His bust, carved by the Italian genius Mascarpone, is the exact same way.
mandala, how can all this still be happening?
In the Gozerian Codex, it's written that a blood sacrifice and a tremendous amount of spiritual energy are needed to generate the Supreme Destructor form.
A destructive form again?
Peck probably couldn't draw sufficient energy from the mandala before we shut it down. He found an alternate source in our containment unit.
The energy of the escaped ghosts from our grid might be enough to produce a cross-dimensional event in itself.
Yes, and with Alyssa here, I'm sure her Shandor ancestors aren't far behind.
far behind.
I'd bet on it. Speed it up there, Tiger.
Yeah, we don't want to stand here all day.
Haas, you all right? How's that gate coming? I'll go with the intern. Nobody should wander around alone in this place. We'll meet you guys a little further on. They aren't very happy about us being here. You saw them too, didn't you? They think they're sneaky. Let's spread out and flank them. It's a pain. Ah, he got me!
Grave Fiend, a Class 6 reanimator. Known to haunt cemeteries and other less official boneyards, grave fiends are semi-sentient, self-aware entities whose hatred and anger in life now fuels their malicious and highly antisocial behavior in death. Not a terribly imaginative or cunning fighter, your average grave fiend makes up for its simple nature by sheer volume, inhabiting as many interred skeletons and bodies as possible. These dangerous entities prove that the living dead are not entirely the products of a fevered mind or a tired genre. Then I scanned one other thing. Ah. Cemetery Crawler, a Class 2 vermin mimic. Oh, I need to get a better scan, and I don't think I ever read the Spider Witch's bio. Spider Witch, a Class 6 elevated remnant. This anonymous woman, the authorities have never discovered her identity, spent several years in the 20s living in the Hotel Sedgwick. There, for purposes only known to herself and to her master, Ivo Shandor, she lured men into her rooms and then murdered them, though it's uncertain if they were killed before or after they were hung from the ceiling and drained of their blood. As a reward for her efforts as a member of his inner circle, after her death, Shandor used his substantial powers to elevate her, creating the Spider Witch. Now a terrifying spider-human fusion, she and her insect-like minions protect Shandor's interest in the strange, twisted plane that exists immediately between our world and the ghost world.
Uh-oh! Here they come! It's on your left!
Art Cemetery Crawler, a Class 2 vermin mimic. Cemetery closely related to imprinting vermin spirits, aka candelabrum crawlers. Like other scuttlers, these Class 2 vermin mimics are powered by swarming minor spirits that animate gravestones and other funerary monuments. Excuse me. Because cemetery crawlers are composed primarily of stone, they are more resistant to damage than is typical for Class 2 entities, and is another reason why it is probably best to spend as little time in haunted cemeteries as possible.
That's basic stuff.
Stay calm, help's coming.
Trying to get that trophy. Perhaps I should just play this regularly then.
They got me! They got me! Stay on it! Up. Run!
Oh, guess I didn't have to trap 20 ghosts, just had to slam them 20 times.
That's not friendly. Up on. Just missed that. You own that creep. I've got a hold on it. Ah, he got me. Up high! Now bring it in! They felt that one in Pittsburgh. One more in the box.
Stone Angel Head. Circa 1943, the statue originally resided with many others in a fountain in a quiet plaza near the Ponte Vecchio. Stories have it that, during World War II, a squad of black shirts was brutalizing a woman and her small children. When one of the children fell, his head struck the rim of the fountain, and he died instantly. The fountain's cherubs stirred to life at that moment, wailing and crying, beseeching, Percedo, Percei, Duce, Perce. Indeed, the stone cherubs never stopped, and made such an awful and pain-filled sound that the fountain had to be demolished by explosives. A single stone angel head was gathered up by villagers and hidden in a deep well until Mussolini was overthrown, which is the exact moment the head stopped crying.
Get one of the books! It's a whole bunch of them! On the right! Run for it! Find some cover! Get behind something! Get out of here! Watch out, would you? Ooh, man!
Cultist Summoner, a Class 3 mortal remnant. Once lesser leaders in Shandor's cult, these elevated cultists are now part of his paranormal horde of minions. Though they seem to possess elevated positions of power over the lesser cultists, these elevated cultists are all still utterly subservient to Shandor's will. Just a moment. Alright, I had to fix my headset. My ears getting in the way. Well, that is perfect timing, everyone. That will do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. And in the comment section down below, please tell me what you enjoyed about today's video and what more you'd like to see on the channel. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like it. Have a great day, and as always, I'll see you next time.